instead of coming together for the right causes, for a vision to create absolute change, there's bickering. There's a lot of, oh, my things are better than yours. We have better this, better that. A bunch of crap that doesn't even matter. Because at the end of the day, the Swac still doesn't get the respect they deserve. And these coaches are fighting for that respect. So I don't know why anyone is bickering with each other. But I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all. And I'll chime in. What's good, family? I've been looking at social media and I just think it's just much ado about nothing. And forget the intro, forget the background music, forget all of it. This is me just talking with you guys, straightforward, no agendas, just keeping it real with y'all. What the hell is going on? Everyone's infighting right now. These fake beefs of schools, when the message should be clear, the message should be exceeding the playing field, leveling the playing field, something that's better for these young brothers and sisters. A place where a top-notch athlete could come in and compete and be appreciated. An option a young athlete can have if they do not want to go to a PWI. If they want to go to a PWI, that's their decision, and it's all good. But come on now, I'm looking at things like, example, Willie Simmons, all he did was say something that he has stated years ago, especially before the pandemic, when they have a pro day. We're having a wonderful day. We have 28 out of 32 NFL teams and 2 Canadian League teams in attendance. Pro Day 2020, rattle up. And everyone thought it was a jab at Coach Prime. Now, I made a video of North Dakota State really throwing jabs at Coach Prime and even implemented the sarcasm words with emoji. That was a jab. What Willie Simmons said wasn't a jab. Don't you guys forget that Willie Simmons and Coach Prime are cool? All he's doing is showing recognition to his school. There's Jackson State players who are happy for FAMU that they had a lot of scouts there. There are FAMU players that were happy that Jackson State, Alcorn State, of course, and Mississippi Valley State had scouts at their pro day. Every athlete at an HBCU is rooting each other on. Each HBCU prospect knows that this is their one shot to make it to the league, whether it's the NFL, CFL, any minor league squad. This is their one shot. And they're rooting for anybody, man, especially in HBCUs, to make it. This is a grind, man. This stuff ain't easy. But let me put it in perspective. I'm going to tell you why FAMU, and what this should have been throughout YouTube, by the way. FAMU had a lot of scouts. Number one, let's use some common sense. Some are saying Marquise Bell is the number one HBCU prospect. So since he's the number one HBCU prospect, and he went to the combine and ran a 4.3, he's 6'3", 215 pounds. He's a DB, safety, that is. They're in the state of Florida. They're by the U, which is in Miami. They're by Florida State in Tallahassee. They're right there in Tallahassee. So scouts want to be in good weather. Let's not sugarcoat it. Where they could chill and go to these nice hotels. Let's keep it a buck. That's why the numbers are high. But I'm glad that FAMU had a lot of scouts there no matter what. Because anytime HBCU players can have more of a spotlight, it's a win for all HBCUs. As long as there's a good amount drafted, it's a win for all of us. Let's not lose sight of that. And not just the Swac, but the MEAC. Let's hope that Kobe Durant gets drafted. Let's hope that the cornerback from Fayetteville State, a Division II team, gets drafted. And if you know the name, let me know. I think it's Joshua Williams. I hope I didn't get his name wrong, but he's the real deal. Let's hope that James Houston gets drafted. By the way, James Houston was visiting the Chiefs the other day. And he keeps getting NFL visits. So there's a good chance he's getting drafted. He better be drafted. The film points that out. The stats point it out. Marquise Bell, I'm very confident he's going to be drafted. Akil Glass needs to be drafted. The Senior Bowl, the one he played in, he did this thing, in my opinion, was the best quarterback there. That's just what I think. I know that there's other QBs with more measurables. The QB from Southeast Louisiana, he has the measurables. But the only ceiling I see him having is a Paxton Lynch, and you know how he turned out. The list goes down the line. You all get my drift. There needs to be focus. There needs to be focus on better facilities for these HBCUs. Proper funding. A vision. A plan to make sure that the Swac is the #1 conference in the FCS. And let's also make sure the MEAC is a rising conference as well. We need all HBCU schools to be dominant, whether if it's the FCS, Swac and MEAC, or SEAC, Division II, Division III, and so forth. Stop with all the inner fighting. It's dumb. It's not going to go anywhere. Now, I know that there's rival schools. That's cool. But I'm going to give you an example. Today, I had a message, right? Not a message, but a post. I said that what I'm hearing is Grambling State may have the best offensive line in the SWAC. They added 2 All-American JUCO linemen. Then they added some talented high school prospects as well for the offensive line. And they retained some really good offensive linemen who's really good at run blocking. You add that into their roster. That's a great unit. Now, I ain't going to put this person on blast, but there was someone messaging me on my DM saying that, come on, how you gonna say Grambling State has the best offensive line and you didn't look at Jackson State? Again, this is about pre-analyzing. Scouts do it, everybody does it. Am I going to be right? I don't know. But how come when I give credit to another school, it's now a problem? Jackson State's very talented in a lot of positions. But are they elite at all positions? No. If they were, there wouldn't be any close games. Let's keep it real, family. Now, if Jackson State finds a way to rectify the offensive line, I'll be happy. With those offensive weapons they have, I wouldn't complain about it. But I got to see it first. But we got to do a better job, man. All of a sudden, we can't even show respect to another school. Once we do that, oh, you're praising them too much. And then for Jackson State, they just announced that they have new lockers. Top of the line. Yes, some people in the messages, in the comments saying, oh, well, back in the day, you didn't have to use all that to win games. It's 2022, brothers and sisters. These kids today, they want to have it all. And why can't they have it? So you want them to have shitty locker rooms, potholes on the field, tearing their legs up? You want them to have that instead of having something like everybody else? This is what leveling the playing field is all about. Not this bickering bullshit that we're doing. So family, stay focused. Have a good time as always, but stay focused. And if we do that, if we come together, we all can create something so powerful that this will be passed down for years and say, man, Coach Prime, he did his thing. And all the coaches in the Swac, they all came together. It'll be a wonderful thing. This is Raw Truth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings, peace and love to everyone that's listening. Y'all have a blessed day, and I'm out.